Hello, I'm Dr. Sam Goldhaber. I'm president of NATF, and today on Clot Chronicles we're going to discuss atrial fibrillation as a systemic vascular illness as well as a heart rhythm problem. We have tended to think of atrial fibrillation as a heart rhythm problem that can be easily diagnosed by physical examination and electrocardiogram as an irregular heartbeat where the atria stop contracting normally. This results in about a 20% reduction in cardiac output. Patients will often feel more fatigued than usual, and some patients will have palpitations, feel that the heart is jumping around inside their chest. What we're now learning is that atrial fibrillation really extends beyond heart rhythm problems, but can also result in an increased risk of heart attack and heart failure and stroke and cardiovascular death. So we realize now that in addition to anticoagulants, which we can use effectively to prevent most strokes from atrial fibrillation, we have to be very aware that atrial fibrillation is a marker for worsening heart failure and the possibility of heart attack. And we have to double down our efforts to make sure that we do our best to prevent the development or the worsening of heart failure, and that we make sure that we are modifying risk factors for heart attack, such as cigarettes, smoking, or high blood pressure, or diabetes, in order to minimize the risk of developing a heart attack in the presence of atrial fibrillation. So we further know that with proper risk factor modification, we can help prevent some of the manifestations of atrial fibrillation with a reduction in cardiovascular death, heart attack, heart failure, and stroke. And so this now becomes a problem that we deal with not only with a cardiologist, but the primary care physician and all the health providers such as nurse practitioners and physician's assistants need to increase their awareness of the potential ramifications of atrial fibrillation. This is Dr. Sam Goldhaber signing off for Clot Chronicles.